by somebody who had himself locked into the cabinet and then threw all the gold coins in the collection, lowered them out the window,
Wow.
and melted them down before he was caught.
No. Yeah. Okay, hey guys, I am here at HJB and I've been looking around the store here today and I'm just blown away by the amount of literature, books, magazines, artifacts. I have this particular book, one of the few that I do have, that Aaron sent me. Their photography room in there. Okay, we're here in the HJB photo booth or room, and this is where they photograph their coins. And then this man over here takes care of all the details and how they look. And he's telling me a little bit about it yesterday. You wanna refresh me on what you're doing here? You're kind of adjusting the color and the lighting, or
Well, essentially, I photograph everything, and nothing's ever gonna come out perfect straight out of the camera. So what we do in preparation for the catalog is just refine them a little bit more.
Okay.
To the actual, make sure the color is actually there.
So it looks somewhat like you're seeing
so it looks like
by your eye.
Yeah, what the recipient would hold in its hand.
Oh, okay, I see.
So, for instance, this to me it's a little bit orange, so I can go in and adjust. Usually reds are the biggest culprit, so that's extreme.
Wow.
So I would take that down a lot. Yellows as well. And now we're getting more to that silver.
Okay, yeah.
And now there's still a little bit of red in there. So I could just bring it up a little.
Wow, I bet your eyes get tired by the end of the day, don't they?
Very taxing part of the
And you do this to every coin that goes into the catalog.
Every coin. Sometimes, you can eyeball it if you have to. If you're, because you get so used to seeing certain ones. But when you're dealing with the coins like this that are definitely uniquely toned in their own
Okay, yeah.
in their own way. It makes it a lot more accurate to do it this way.
Interesting.
And then what I can do is actually I can bring out kind of some of the, you can see
Oh
that.
wow, look at that, yeah.
The whites and the horses, which are actually there on the coin, as well as this one. And usually things print a little bit darker, so I always give it a little extra bump of brightness
Light.
at the end.
Wow, that looks good.
And that's it.
That looks good. That's amazing.
So on and so forth.
Man, that is a lot of work. Very cool.
And then this is what I'm working from. So this is the whole.
Whoa.
So that's overwhelming. I don't want to see that again. But essentially, so as we all know, coins have two sides. So I have 6,134 files that I've shot, and then the Photoshop for this sale.
Wow.
And what's done, I just mark green.
Oh, okay.
And this will just, this program helps me keep track of what size the coins
Wow,
are.
yeah, I
so-
can see just the difference just by looking there, yeah.
Yeah. So
Wow.
anything with a 4-star is a 1-to-4 coin, which in photography terms means that that's what the lens is shot on. So I can batch process these coins, the ones with the 4 stars, and they'll actually come out the exact size of the
Oh, wow,
larger
really?
coins.
Okay.
As well as the 1-to-2s, those would be smaller. So the one where I'm going to pick up now is this one, which is 326. So when it comes to processing this, which is one of the final things, it would if I held it up to the screen, it would exactly match
Be the
that
okay,
size.
yeah. Hmm.
And also, the orientation is another part. We don't cut them out here anymore. So the people that we have that,
Look at that.
you can change the orientation.
Nice.
And it's just kind of a preference. It's kind of like, I would say,
Well, yeah,
right
cool.
about there is cool. These ones are usually come out a lot easier with them. So for this one, I run into this a lot where they're warmer than the actual coin.
Okay.
So I've kind of, for this particular silver, I've kind of made a little preset that gets it with just one button, which is a little program I made.
Oh, cool.
And then usually I will go to my levels, bring up the mids a little bit. And I can go this way, there up and down. Bring up those, just give it a little bit more contrast. Then we're done.
Nice. Wow, that is awesome. You quite, geez, I bet you don't really like to look at coins when you're done with work then, huh?
No, I don't even do laundry.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for that.
Yeah,
That was
yeah, no problem.
greatly appreciated. Very good information there.
Are you looking for anything in particular?
I'm sorry?
Are you looking for anything in particular?
No, I'm just kind of looking, video, and showing all the amazing information you guys have on your shelves. Mind if I get you on camera? And you're Curtis, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Curtis Clay with Harlan J. Berk, and I'm stepping into his office. He has a wonderful collection of Roman coins that have been offered of late in Harlan J. Berk's buyer bid sale of ancient coins. And I hear that he has put together quite a collection of unique Roman coins. Am I right there?
That's true, but unique ancient coins are not so unusual, so it's
Okay.
and they're,
What was some of the things that you were looking for when you were collecting?
I liked rarity, one thing.
Yeah.
I liked fine art, but more the rarity.
Yeah. Okay. I got into the Greek coins just because I was drawn to the art in them,
Mhm.
and but the history within the Roman coins is also just fascinating.
Mhm.
And yeah, from what I hear, you kind of found ancient coins that a lot of other people don't know about even and aren't aware of, like you say, little rarities and little niches within the Roman coin world.
As I say, there are lots of new coins are turning up quite frequently in such a wide field.
Right.
It's been a long time, and they didn't have any banks to preserve coins back then, so they went into the ground.
Right.
So, mostly.
And so you are just now kind of offering some of your collection up in these buyer bid sales, right?
Yeah.
So is anything, what stood out to you now that you're kind of putting them back out on the market? What stood out to you about collecting them, or something you really liked, or anything kind of stand out to you?
Well, I've found a few good things, and a lot of sort of usual things, but interesting for some reason. But, I mean, one coin I managed to find for Harlan was an aureus with Trajan, with on the back Hadrian as Caesar. Hadrian as Caesar. He only Harlan. He died on the way back to Rome from his Parthian campaign, and so there was a time, and it was unexpected.
Okay.
And they said he'd adopted Hadrian on his deathbed, but people didn't believe that.
Oh.
And only one of these coins had been known struck for Hadrian as Caesar, sort of as prince in waiting.
Wow.
Successor. And that one coin had been in the French collection and was stolen in 1831 by somebody who had himself locked into a cabinet and then threw all the gold coins in the collection, lowered them out the window.
Wow.
And melted them down before he was caught.
No. Yeah. Ouch.
And anyway, so that included this previously unique coin of Hadrian as Caesar.
Wow.
But that was disappeared. But we have a sulfur model of that coin, so we know what it looked like because they made impressions and cast it off in plaster.
Oh wow.
Sulfur.
Okay.
But it was gone apart from that, and I recognized another one of them in a tray in a French dealer in Paris that had offered these coins to us. Just are you interested in any of these? The dealer.
Wow.
So he hadn't recognized what it was.
Wow.
There are other coins struck just about the same time which have Trajan, Hadrian portraits, but not as Caesar.
I
This is
see.
the very earliest coin before he'd even been recognized by the Senate as being the proper emperor with Augustus. And
Okay.
all those titles.
Wow.
It
Very
was from the
cool.
it was from the same dies as the one which had formerly been.
Really? Wow.
So
Huh.
that was a neat thing to find.
Very cool. Well, yeah, I'm just kind of new into the ancient coins myself. Like I say, the Greek really attracted me, but I know from just talking with Aaron, he says you put together a pretty unique collection. So I know that's out in his buyer bid sales now. How have those been going for you? Have you had good luck there?
I haven't been following it too closely.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the reason I'm selling is because I need the money for retirement. So,
Yeah,
but I haven't really been following the prices too much.
I see.
Leave that to Harlan and Aaron.
Yeah, okay. Well, he said you're doing good, so let's hope you do well. Thank you for your time.
Sure.